Hey there, hungry people. So I'm back this week. It was a day later, but whatever, who cares? Um, I am really excited to just be back and doing some new episodes. I'm super excited that some of the people that are supporting me actually want to come on. So that could be in the near future here, is having some guests on. I told my husband I really want him to be on, but he was really weirded out because he's just not like he's such an introvert. It's fine. And I think it's adorable, but he's always been on camera doing streams for his actual job. And so I don't know. So I will definitely be trying to get him to come on as well, since he is one and very best clients. So if I do say so myself. But this week I kind of want to talk about the whole like how we're I realized that I kind of just do this already, and I should probably help people out. So, excuse me. I am going to talk about emotional eating and how food is not the coping mechanism that you need it to be. I used to have that a lot in, probably like right around when my mom passed away. And before that, truthfully, I love Stitch clearly, because he was like the first. They were really the first Hawaiian like movie by Disney, right? So, I love the line where Lilo was always like, they're at the restaurant and where Nani works, and she says, "Stitch is." What is she saying? Oh shit! Stitch is troubled. He needs dessert. Like, right? That's all we always say that every single time we feel something, right? And the feeling doesn't have to be horrible. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. It can be anything. It can be happy, sad, angry, celebration. All of those things. And you know, I don't know when I learned to do this, but I just kind of like realize that I just cope differently, and I find different things to do rather than sit here and say, Stitch is troubled. She needs desserts. Now, I do still enjoy my desserts, don't get me wrong. So now when I do that, and also we'll reference Friends as well, why not? When Chandler gets broken up with, I think it was Janice. Yeah, it was definitely Janice. So they give him the low fat ice cream because once you get broken up with and you just get broken up with over and over and over again, having the real stuff with all the fat in it wasn't conducive with your weight, right? So I have like a fun little like dessert trick. I will go ahead and I'm gonna share it into my group because that's where all my recipes go. It's really about getting more recipes into that group and injecting that into you, so then that way you guys can see what it is I'm eating, and enjoy it yourselves. Now you may not get all of the things, like this right here, and obviously like I'd love to be more one-on-one with somebody to help them really figure this out, right? Because again, I figured it out, really just made sure that like I had some low fat, like some sugar free pudding made. I also had the lesser sugar, not zero sugar, Cool Whip. I couldn't find it, so that's just how that went. And when my husband enjoys a dessert that has both of those things, it's a win. It's a huge win for me, so it gets to be in the house for a long time. So instead of just eating like 5 Oreos in milk or whatever, I do pudding, Cool Whip, and then like 3 Oreos, maybe two, depending on what they are. Because like they have those flavor ones, and those flavor ones are super good, but like sometimes it can be too sweet. So for us, we are an evidence-based eating plan. That's what we do. Like my husband has his own plan and I have my own as well. Right now, stress is super high. We're living in it. We're here. We're doing all the things to take care of my dog. She's had ACL surgery. We've never had to take care of a dog who's had to be like basically off of her leg. She's definitely had to be off of her leg, and she's crazy because she thinks she's better, like 100% recovered, like just doing all the things that she thinks that she can do. And we can't do that. So we're coming up on week 1 today, actually. So next week we'll be getting out our stitches, and it was really tough the first couple days. She did really well about going to the bathroom in our yard, and then all of a sudden she just kind of like stopped. They did say that, walks were not allowed, but the fact that she wasn't going to the bathroom in our yard was concerning. And so wanted to make sure that she was comfortable. We called the vet like 300 times in like 2 days of 20, like within 24, 48 hours. And I'm okay with it. I was a little insane, and I don't care because I've never had to do this before. But this kind of stress is kind of where that snack came from, because I was like, well, I'm not going to make a huge cake or something like that, which I possibly can, 100% can do that. But I want to make sure that during this time, like, my husband likes to work out at home. He might start going back to the gym. But it's been just super difficult to kind of like balance all of this out with our emotions and everything like that. And luckily I've been able to take care of us a little bit better, and making sure that we have all our fruits, our veggies, and stuff like that inside the house, so we're enjoying them. And I've also been, like after, like I said, this was just like the craziest month, right? Like, see how life is. But you can totally do these things where it just like shifts into something that's a little bit more productive for your weight loss goals, right? So I just come back from Florida, so I didn't go to the gym for like 2 weeks, and I just said, let's get back to it yesterday. So obviously I went back to it. And I had some things to do this morning. I wanted to make sure that we got breakfast and we took care of her, and made sure that those things were in line for us here. So that way, when I'm done with everything here, I'm going to go ahead and go to the gym. Things that, like, I don't know, I think about whenever it comes to being more emotionally driven towards that food, is, am I really hungry? Like, well, okay, let's try and eat some other things as well as enjoy that dessert or whatever, or like the chips or something like that. And like really just thinking about those goals forefront and making sure that, I still get to enjoy those things. Oh, excuse me, but also like keeping it on to, I'm not going to binge these. That's the key in this whole thing, because I used to be the queen of binge eating, and I don't do that very much, honestly, ever really, because I like to enjoy those little things, because I am a foodie. So I get to make desserts, I get to create a good dinner, or have snacks in the house that are, things that we like, things that we are more nutrient dense. And then walking a lot is very helpful for me as well. Anytime we go out to a taco day with our taco club, before we would, I'd make sure it was at a mall. And whether anybody liked it or not, we would be getting out and walking the mall or walking the area or anything like that. So a lot of people have probably heard about, like, I don't know, I think it was Ed Milet. I don't even know, honestly. It looked like Ed Milet, but he was saying that walking is not exercise, and that's straight bullshit. It is absolutely exercise. I think it's important that, yeah, the 10K steps rule is like something that somebody just made up, and it's really just about getting more steps every day, whatever it is. So like if you had 200 yesterday, do 300 today. Like, just do more and hit like the spot, because like another thing that I like to teach clients is that about NEAT, the non-exercise activity thermogenesis, is really important. So like anything you do around your house is going to help you with everything in your weight loss journey. So bulking that up includes just doing whatever around the house. Like, I mean, I should be doing way more things in my home, and I want to, because we are definitely moving to Florida in 2025. Again, I think it's super funny because I just keep saying it to like here on the Ethernet and stuff like that, and not anybody, like, it doesn't matter where I work because I'm gonna be long gone. So whatever. But like I want to take care of it. Like, we have a 3-story house with a basement full of garage garbage. Just stupid shit. Like, it needs to be gone. I might actually think about having a garage sale of some sorts, like, sometime soon, because I can sell a lot of shit. I don't even know. I don't know. No one's ever told me that I can or cannot. So whatever. I think this is a good thing for me to do because, like, I have a bunch of stuff. I have, like, garage openers. I've got a dryer that works, but I don't know. And I have a broken fridge that might be able to be fixed, but that's probably just gonna go in the trash. Tons of CDs. We just have so much stuff that can be taken away. All of that is part of something that I can do for me to get up and move and do the things. I definitely always like to hit 10K steps. Especially Thursday through Sunday, I 100% always hit 1100, like 11,000 steps by the time I'm done with my job, or more, just because that's where my work is. I'm on my feet all day. So these are things that, like, I hope that you can really shift into, because as much as we want to think about those things, you can still be feeling these emotions. And if you can really not control your emotions, but, be aware of them and know how to navigate them, it can be very helpful for when that little voice in your head, aka your stomach, wants to do those things where it's okay, let's eat stuff. I don't know, for me, when I do have a bad day, I know there's things that I can do to make myself feel better, and it's literally, unfortunately, sometimes it's not taking the dog out for a walk, because I already, in my mind, know that I've done my steps. So when I've done that, I take a minute. I kind of process, because my husband's always like, do you want to come with us? And I'm like, maybe. Yeah, no, let's go. So we'll get up and go. Like, instead of saying the maybe, I just get up and go, because I know that it's going to make me feel better. I know that I have somebody to talk to, aka my husband, who's going to make me feel better about it. And then it'll be like a moment where I don't have to think about food. Then I can prepare myself for when I get back from our little walk, because we don't go very far right now. It's literally like 2 houses down and then back. But things that I also like to do, watch movies with my husband. We like to do that. Take it easy. Watch something funny. Watch something scary. Scroll on TikTok for a minute. Set a timer for that. See how you feel through it. Also, I really like playing video games. So I have a Switch that I haven't been attending my being tentative to my Animal Crossing, which it was pretty bad this time. I think it was like 2 months since I hadn't been on there, so yeah. But then I also like to play Call of Duty with my brothers and my niece, and my friends. Like, I've got 2 best friends who love to play Call of Duty as well. So those are the things that I do in order to do that. But, like, mindset is a really big deal. Like, it's not one thing and you're done. I've been taught that, and I've learned that. I have to literally make sure that I put myself first every day, and that I get to tell myself that I am worthy of everything that I deserve, or desire, really, and to get at this whole thing to be more successful for myself. And there's some down days and there's some good days, and everything is a challenge for me to shift more into making sure that it is a good day and, like, enjoying what's going on. So no matter what that emotion is, I get to feel it and then be a solution oriented person to making myself feel better. And yeah, that's really just what I do. And hopefully there's some, like I said, the tips that I have in here for you to move forward. I don't want it to sound like it's like super hard. It's going to be it's not hard. It's really not. And if it is hard for you, it's something that you can do in order to live this life to its fullest, really. And that's where my mind goes every single time I think about anything like negative, or wanting to do the binge eating, or wanting to be an emotional eater. I make sure that I know that there's one person in my life who doesn't get to live this life anymore, and it's my mom. And so for me to be able to be on this earth still and enjoy everything to its fullest is my job for myself, for her, to know that, like, I'm just living this life that I love and that she could see from wherever she is, and see us loving life. It's not just for her, it's for me. So that's all I'm doing, and I hope that you guys can get into my group. I'll put it in the show notes, I suppose. I'll figure that out at one point in time. And if you guys like the video and the audio together, cool, let me know. And we'll keep doing it like this, but I'm pretty much just going to keep doing it like this because I don't know, I like videos too. So when I can watch them, I can watch them. If I don't, I don't. But I enjoy doing these. So we're going to go ahead and stop right there. And don't forget to get into my recipes group where you can find more yummy, delicious, macro-friendly recipes. And I hope that you guys have a great day. Stay hungry, and we'll catch you in the next episode.